In this week's episode, we anchor out in Gravelly Bay in Lake Erie. We fly our Gennaker again. Almost took a half a year, but it's done! Yay! And the boat projects continue.
Just finished caulking the rest of this window, and Alex is just doing some evening fishing over here. Oh!
Brand new air filter for the engine. We finally found the right air filter to replace the non-existent one.
We had so much fun flying our Gennaker last time, so we decided to go out again. This time with our friends Margaret and Mark.
It seemed like we were not the only one who flew their colorful sails. Phil, a friend of ours, also had his spinnaker out.
We barely knew what we were doing last time, so it was really great having Mark to give us some pointers and share his wealth of knowledge that he had. We keep learning from him every time we go out for a sail.
That's the general idea.
What's going on?
Going for a swim to cool off after a nice day of sailing and a bit of work, and we're raft off for the first time, so it's pretty cool. To a beautiful boat nonetheless. Let's get wet.
Fred, get the video going, Fred. Wait! Photogenic Fred.
Fred,
Make sure to
we're
get him in the
taking a
shot.
bit.
This night at Anchor was so different from the last one.
First off, I wasn't worried that our anchor light would turn off because we had new batteries. And second, it was dead calm. No wind, nor waves whatsoever. Good morning. It's early morning. The sun is just about to rise and we're in the fog. We spent the night at Anchor. It was super nice and calm. Actually, we were wrapped up for the full night just because there was no wind, so we didn't actually drop the anchor. The other boat does have theirs in the water. We anchored in Gravelly Bay, right next to the Welland Canal in Port Colborne. The morning was so peaceful, and I was the only one up. We had a few drinks with our friends yesterday night. There were fishing boats going out, birds flying around the breakwall, and even a massive super yacht coming in.
The hangout spot for the birds was pretty much empty, except for a few vultures. Hey, so at sunset last night we rafted up to some friends of ours, Mark and Margaret, and just had a few drinks out at the bay here, or in behind the wall that we're walking on today. And yeah, it was really nice. We got to watch the sunset, and now today we're just kind of taking a walk, burning off a hangover, and walking down the breakwall. That's nice.
It's kind of crazy today. We have super strong winds that are creating some little white caps in the marina. Never happens, but we're getting the tail of Florence, I think. It's going pretty well, but we're not sailing today because if you look at this lovely map, it's really windy outside. So we're rocking. There's whitecaps in the marina also, which is pretty funny.
So today is a bit of a low day for me. The weather's really gnarly. It's been blowing like crazy all night long and really rainy. But that's not really why I'm so low and down today. It's because I feel like the projects are never ending. I don't mind when the projects start over, you know, you find a new project that you have to work on and you have to work, you know, you realize, oh, well, that has to be done. That goes to the top of your priority list, because that's okay. It means we get to learn something about what we're doing with our boat. We get to become better boat owners, be able to fix something that we didn't know how to fix before. But what's really getting me is that things are breaking that we've already fixed. So an example of that would be recently we realized the one port light that we installed is completely leaking. All the other ones don't leak, but the one we installed is leaking. And the only reason why we switched it is because there was a big hole, as we've showed you before, and it was pretty cracked and damaged, but it never leaked, even though it had a huge hole in it. I'm at a low point now, so I'm sure later this afternoon or something I'll feel a little better about it.
Moment of truth. We are officially registered with Transport Canada, so our sailboat will no longer be Shoshana and will become wildly Intrepid. So that means that we could technically leave the country right now. But still got a bunch of work to do on the boat and gotta save some more money. So we're registered. Just took, hold on, we are September 17th. I mailed the paper July 14th, I believe. Started looking into the paperwork and finding all this stuff back in May, so almost took a half a year. But it's done. Yay! So we're back with the toilet. Yay! So the handle, if you want to listen, actually, so see how hard this is. So we've been putting a little bit of vegetable oil down the toilet bowl so that it lubricates it, but that's not a permanent fix if you want. So right now I am gonna put some marine grease so that it slides nicely up and down, and so that hopefully I don't have to be adding some oil all the time. So I've got my gloves. I flushed down a bunch of water down the toilet so that hopefully it's quite clean. But we just emptied the tank, so it should be okay.
Woo! Look how smooth that is.
Let's try with water.
Woohoo! A marina is like its own little community. We met so many incredible people, like Tom. We shared our troubles, beers, and epic times together.
Without further ado, I christen this vessel Locomotion 1, and may this vessel protect all that sail on her from the worst enemy of all, and that's reality.
It was really hard to watch him leave. Well, Alex has got the tools out. What's she doing today?
I'm afraid of breaking the thing. The screws are like half bent. Well, I think that might be the best thing because the screw is supposed to be like this, but it's like that. So the backing, the nut and behind, I can't really screw it off. So I'm not even sure how I'd get it out unless I cut the screw. So I'm gonna try to shove some caulking in between. I mean, most of the water is coming in from here. So
Yeah, I think it's best to just get some
just a little bit around it.
polyurethane underneath, and then the rest, it's not such a big deal.
That's it. the deck and there's water that's coming in. So it's all coming from the hinges. So I'm gonna rebed the hinges and hopefully that solves the issue. It's so windy, but I've got 2 hatches taken apart. So we're gonna try to rebed them and hopefully no more water comes in.
Forgive us for not always getting everything on film. Sometimes we just get carried away with the project and forget to get steps on film or B-roll. So right now Alex is tinkering away with the first of 6 chain plates.
Yep. We're trying to get that screw out that was broken. I was wondering why there was only 3 screws. This is why. Since I was in a rebedding mode, I started going around the whole boat and inspecting our portlights. On some of them, the sealant had come loose or was missing. Our portlights are from 1981, so needless to say the plastic was very brittle, which means I had to be extremely gentle when removing the trims. But luckily, I didn't break any.
See, maybe that's how much I should have put to begin with.
I cleared the old caulking and applied some new one. Getting the right amount was a little challenging.
Looking good, Alex.
Thanks. Cleaning up the mess.
You really did make a mess of that one.
So yesterday Corey was working on testing the batteries downstairs while it was pouring rain, and guess what we found? Another leak.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, so there.
Yeah.
Turns out, well, anyways, what we're thinking is that this port light is actually leaking because there's a big gap in between the window and the deck. So I'm gonna try to pry it out, hopefully not breaking anything, and reseal the whole thing, and hopefully that's gonna solve the big water leak inside. Because if that's not what caused the leak, that might be the traveler for the boom. So let's start with this. Easy.
Easy peasy.
I have to dry it out.
Yeah. Well, we'll grab the heater and throw the heater on it. It was definitely needed to be done.
Yeah, I'm glad we found that. That was just regular maintenance, you know. So Corey just finished caulking up the window right above the engine compartment while I was driving, because we're heading out to go for fish and it's almost sunset. And now he's taking over the driving and I'm gonna get the fishing rods ready. Hopefully we'll catch some walleye or something.
finished caulking the rest of, or polyurethaning the rest of this window, or this porthole here. Hopefully we get no more leaks into our engine compartment, as you guys saw. And Alex is just doing some evening fishing over here. Oh, maybe she's got something. She might have even got a bite.
I don't think I've still got it though. Come on, little fishy, fishy.
How's it going?
It's going pretty awesome. Life is awesome. So we are fishing just outside of Port Colborne, and so far I've had one bite. Just hasn't really come up with the line. So we carry on fishing. Well, no fish, so we're actually heading back home before it gets too dark. Kind of racing after the sun has set.
Thanks for watching, and if you liked it, give us a thumbs up. And consider subscribing to not miss out on our next videos. Next time on Wildly Intrepid!